Welcome, beautiful Gemini, to your love and passion reading for May 2020. Right, here are your cards, but before that I just want to talk to you because since my last readings a month ago, to say the world has turned upside down is an understatement of the century, I think. And we seem to have been dropped into what really is a spiritual war, where there are forces of dark trying to take over this planet. And if you're reading and watching video like this, chances are you are a worker of the light. And we are needed right now to rise up in great numbers to bring the light into the planet so the dark forces have to be extinguished. And I've just scribbled on a bit of paper, so I'm just going to remove this candle out the way for a moment. I've just scribbled on a bit of paper some channels I've looked at in my own research. You can ignore them by all means, or if you want a sort of starting point, there's a whole load for you to start off with. All sorts of different types of videos. See the one in the middle in red? It's in red for two reasons, and that's because in terms of depth and breadth of what's going on, it's a really good one. It has two sets of videos to watch, but also it's in red as a little bit of a warning for any sensitive souls, because it gets very dark. So just a heads up in case you are particularly sensitive to that sort of thing. It's horrific really, what's going on, but there it is. So it's either of use to you or it isn't, but I had to put it in front of you, and you may want to just do your own research. But please do, because we are needed right now, Gemini, right now. Okay, that's done. So here is your reading for May 2020. So the top row is the overall arching energy or energies for May, and you have Dolphin and Starfish. And then to take you through the month in approximately weekly intervals, you've got for the first week the Two of Swords. I hope you can see that all right. The second week the Seven of Wands. The third week these two cards came out together, the Queen of Swords and the World. And the fourth week the Ten of Cups. I actually think that probably these two are more linked together like that, but anyway, we'll look into that in a moment. So to start with, you have the beautiful, powerful card of the Dolphin, which is the totem animal for the medicine of mana. Mana is life force. It's the life force in every single atom of our bodies. It's what drives us. It's how we know what to do, how we can see from the higher perspective, how we can take control and manifest things into our lives. And it's using our sonar to navigate and being able to see what's happening, what's coming, everything, our fears and worries that are bubbling up, how we can deal with them, what's coming into our future. So you are absolutely at the top of your game this month, Gemini. I've done Taurus and Aries readings already, and they are very powerful as well, and yours is no exception. And maybe it's just this time that we are in. We're, like I'm saying, you know, we're rising up to the challenges. So that's happening on a planetary level, and it's also going to be mirroring your personal life too. Starfish is another absolutely stunning card. Look at you. You are stunningly beautiful. Can you see that's like a 3D effect? I don't know if you can, the camera shows it. These cards are just beautiful cards. You are standing out, alluring. You're beautiful. You are being seen and admired. And this can also, as well as being a card of your natural and exquisite beauty, it's also a card of maybe being a little bit shallow or superficial as well. You might be feeling a bit empty, or you know, like when you're engaged in small talk, rather than talking about bringing the world to rights. You may be in more of the small talk sort of energy at the moment. But to bring yourself into balance, you just need to have positivity in your relationships and positivity in your love with your lover, and that's coming out very much into the rest of this reading, particularly towards the end of May. So you are starting the month with the Two of Swords, which is talking about you having to make a decision. You know, which way you're going to go, this way or that way, Gemini. You've got a blindfold on. So maybe things aren't so clear at the moment, but you're having to start to think about making a choice. It's okay. Listen to your inner self, that manna, that life force, that inner North Star, inner wisdom. If you're not sure, listen to your gut. What's it telling you? Or if you can just maybe hold fire for a short while and wait and see if the decision becomes clearer to you. You may have a few issues just to deal with. You may feel like you're having to stand your ground a little bit coming into the second week of May. So you see these wands are all just coming up to you and you're sort of batting them off a bit. It's nothing too dramatic. And in fact, if you look at this person, they're standing on a cliff above all of these wands, these 6 other wands. You've got the 7th in your arms, in your hands. And you are standing way above them, easily able to bat this off. So you're stronger than you think, Gemini. But it may be tied up with this decision you're having to make. And there may be others involved that aren't really helping or aren't seeing the way you're seeing things. And that can happen when perhaps, look, oh, that's my scarf, sorry, just flicking into the camera there. Perhaps you haven't got very positive people around you. We're talking about positive relationships here, but also you need to be in balance, positive friendships too. Maybe you're just lacking that a little bit and they are just having a little bit of a go at you, but don't worry too much about it. It's only a minor arcana card, but you may just be feeling that a little bit in the second week of May. Third week of May, these 2 cards came up. I'm going to deal with this one first, Queen of Swords, because I think you are getting absolute clarity by this time. The Queen of Swords, female energy, it's irrespective of your personal gender. It's a feminine energy and it's very clear and an independent energy where you can cut through all the crap, all the chaff to see your clear vision ahead. And in this deck, which is the Tarot of Sexual Magic, it does have a particular meaning, and it's about exploring. And it says that solitude is not death. So perhaps you're deciding to finish an old relationship in order to start a new one. And you need to be on your own, maybe for a little while, because you've left something behind. It can be, you know, a little bit, can feel a little bit sad. There can be some grief bubbling up. It feels like your heart's hurting a little bit. But it says an undesired partner must be sent away, even at the cost of breaking your own heart. So if you found that you have been in perhaps something that has been really superficial, that hasn't been meaningful anymore with your old lover, they need to go. And you're finding clarity with this by the 3rd week or thereabouts of May, Gemini. And I think these 2 cards are actually more together, because this is what's coming once you make that decision. More joy and the epitome of spiritual enlightenment, love. this is the absolute completion of a major cycle in your life, and it's also a minor cycle in your life. So together, this is a massive completion for you, Gemini. The World card is all about spiritual enlightenment. It's finishing up the end of a very big cycle where you've had, I think, a very significant love relationship, and you're ready to start something new. And the World is about the starting of this new cycle, which is going to bring you peace and lasting happiness, complete and gratifying relationship, a serene family, and here they are. And look at the rainbow with the 10 cups, all 10 cups is coming to you. And I think that's where this starfish of positive relationships and your beauty is now being seen by another. Your deep beauty, the beauty within, and it's allowing you to have this incredible zest for life, joy for life, drive, vigour, just everything. You've got everything here, Gemini. It's all coming. So what a beautiful, beautiful reading. And remember, from I think what we were saying earlier, this is your relationship. Yeah, your relationships. This is what's happening in your love world. But I think this is very much reflecting what's happening in the universe and on our planet right now. This is going to be the outcome. And we are light workers, and we are able to bring it in and raise the vibration of the earth to something that is absolutely magnificent and beautiful and peaceful, and bringing health and happiness and peace to this earth, as well as to your relationship, Gemini. What a beautiful reading. Congratulations. Thank you so much for watching, Gemini. Until next time.